Blackpink is being called the biggest pop band in the world. It's been the most popular act on YouTube for the past couple of months, the second top act on Spotify, and one of the 10 best sellers in the US last month. Joining me now is Bloomberg News entertainment reporter Lucas Shaw in New York. So who is Blackpink and how influential are they? Can we really compare them to BTS?
Blackpink is a four-person girl group that has over the past couple of years become really the first K-pop group to come close to BTS's global celebrity. I would still say that if you look over the course of the year or the past few years, BTS has had more #1 albums and just sold more albums in the US, which is still the biggest music market. But Blackpink has had a really impressive ascent over the past couple of years. They toured both the US and Europe. They performed at Coachella, which is the biggest festival in North America. And really over the past 3-4 months, their songs have been at the top of the charts on YouTube, which is the most popular music service in the world.
What does this say about the K-pop industry going forward?
There have been a lot of groups that have come to the US and toured and tried to break out in other parts. Having Blackpink do it at this level bodes well for other groups that want to do the same. And I think it really speaks to the popularity or the ability of K-pop to travel in lots of different countries. Blackpink and BTS aren't just popular in Korea, Southeast Asia, or even the US. They're popular across much of Latin America. Mexico and Brazil are two of the biggest markets on Spotify for Blackpink. One of the things we don't know is musical phenomena like this, they can last 5 to 7 years. And what's the next stage of that? I think you'll see pop groups from Eastern Asia play across the world for a long time, but do they stay in the same formula that BTS and Blackpink use, which is really mashing lots of different genres together? You can see a little bit of bubblegum pop, but also a little bit of hip hop, or is there sort of a next phase in that evolution?
So K-pop made headlines earlier in the year for activism, right? Its role in BLM. But not all music genres do that. Is K-pop kind of an outlier in this sense?
There have been big acts in most genres that have done this. You certainly have seen a lot of hip hop acts take a side, whether it was supporting Trump in the election or supporting Biden. Killer Mike, who's a popular Atlanta rapper, has been very outspoken about trying to invest in Black-owned businesses. But it was a very savvy move on the part of the K-pop groups to take a stand on issues that matter to people, especially to the young listeners that are drawn to those acts. I think big pop acts like K-pop are oftentimes sensitive of getting too political. Taylor Swift was very wary of speaking out on politics until just the past couple of years. And so it speaks to, again, the confidence that Blackpink and BTS have and their fans' loyalty that they're able to do that.
And as a whole, how is the entertainment industry affected by the pandemic?
Well, in music, none of these acts can tour. So, when you think about what Blackpink is doing right now, traditionally they'd be touring the US, appearing on all these late night shows. That's not something they can do right now. There have been a lot of acts who've chosen not to release music because they can't tour, because touring is really the moneymaker for most of these people and such a huge promotional vehicle. You've also seen acts experiment with new ways of connecting with fans, whether that's going live on Instagram or, streaming on Twitch. Blackpink had a documentary on Netflix, which was a way to sort of promote their new work on a global basis without being able to tour.
Bloomberg entertainment reporter Lucas Shaw in New York.